Everyone, Kimberly here. It's Saturday, February 28th. So that means Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, will be my 12-week mark from my PLIF surgery, the posterior lumbar interbody fusion. I had it single level L4, L5. And so just a little bit of recap here. I had the x-ray after my fall. There were some hardware instrumentation changes, with the screw loose. It took quite some time between having the x-ray and when I heard from my doctor finally, just late last night. And he did say we're going to move forward with the MRI, the with and without contrast. So clearly they want to, get in there and just really see what's happening. But while I was waiting, I didn't want to lose the progress I had been making with the walking. And I really do feel like you just listen to your body. If you can, get out and walk. And if it hurts, you stop. So today, because I've been walking for the last 5 days, and I will say at about the pace of a snail or a turtle somewhere. Actually, I think the turtle's slower, so I'll go with turtle. And today I was out an hour, but, distance-wise, not so much. So I started out with some wicked foot pain, nerve pain, going all the way down the left side. Anybody who's been through this and has had the spinal fusion, you know what I'm talking about. It is feeling better now, so I'm glad that I came out and did the walk. So anyway, my dad and my son went to my house today to start prepping for my return home. My parents are about to leave town, head south, finally. So I was really grateful that my dad went over there. They put in some light bulbs, so I don't have to get up on ladders, so change out all the light bulbs. They completely cleaned out my refrigerator, which I guess had turned into some sort of science experiment over the last 10 weeks here. It'll be my 12-week mark, but I've been with my parents almost 10 weeks, which is 2-3 weeks longer than my mom expected. So, it's been rough, but, my dad definitely wanted me to be better on the front end before going home. So, I'm getting there. I have a little apprehension because of the fall and just the change. My parents' house, their footprint is much more conducive to, recovering from a spinal fusion. My house is your typical, kind of classic colonial where I don't know how many steps it is. Let's call it 20, 25 steps, but straight up and down and, steep and narrow. And my parents' house is, when you're going to the lower and upper levels, it's much wider. It's about 4 feet wide, and it's about 10 steps and then a landing and then another 10 steps to that floor. So if I end up in a situation where I go up the first 10 steps and have to take a break, I can. If I'm carrying a lot of things, I can, walk up the first 10 steps to the landing, drop some stuff off, then go back up the next 10 stairs when I'm ready, or I leave that stuff there. Just in general, it's an easier footprint. Also on the lower level, in addition to the ensuite, which has been wonderful, right? I have a bedroom with a walk-in closet and a bathroom. And then my mom's office is on that floor, so if I need to be doing any kind of paperwork and printing and that sort of thing, I don't have to go upstairs to do that. And in my house, it's not like that. I mean, I can be in the office, but because I need to be standing up a lot of the time while I'm working on the computer right now, I have to go up and down the stairs at my house. I spread everything out on my kitchen counter, and then I'm going up and down the stairs. So I have been spending a few more days at my house. I've been dropping off my son at school. Then I stop at my house, and, like I said, I'm doing this paperwork. I noticed yesterday that I probably went up and down my stairs to the office, I don't know, 10, 12 times. It was a lot. It was too much. And so there's some apprehension about going back home. But it needs to happen. So I'm glad that my dad took the time today to get some stuff sorted out for me there. And, they had to throw down the salt, clear the driveway, clear the walkway. Not that it's not going to snow again, but after the big snow and my neighbors very graciously, snow blowed my driveway and all of that. It's not an everyday thing that they're doing right now. So I guess my dad and my son got it to the point where now I could keep up with it. So that's good. Let's see, what else? I think my parents are planning to leave tomorrow, maybe Monday, I'm not sure, and leave for Hilton Head. And I hope it's because they're ready to go and not because I'm still hanging out at their house. And they feel like they have to leave. So anyway, I think no matter what happens, if I were to go home, tomorrow or early next week, I'm just going to have to be ready for it. I've packed up a lot of my stuff, so, I'm getting there, right? I wanted to mention, and I don't know, I was trying to, include some things here for people post-surgically, just a few items that I don't know if you know about or if you've used, but something you might want to ask for. I received an email from someone, I guess, who had been watching my videos and had asked, when I get to the hospital or before I get to the hospital, what do I need? What do I need to know? What should I be asking for? And so I went out walking today with my bone stimulator on. I have to wear it 2 hours a day. What it is essentially is radio frequencies. There's a front and a back. It looks like, I don't know, a little jetpack that I could use to fly around the neighborhood. I don't know. I don't know if I can even get a really good view for you. Let's see if we can try this here. Let me get under the light. So this is my corset brace that this thing right here. This is my corset brace that, I wear this every day. It really helps with the posture and kind of pulls everything in there for you. And this is the bone stimulator. I don't know if you can see very well here. I really kind of need two hands, but we'll try it here. But let's see. The stupid scarves here. All right, give me 1 sec here. Here we go. Take your Dramamine. All right, so you can see the corset. Oh, I can't. Hang on a second. All right. Whoa. All right, so you can see how this bone stimulator wraps, right, all the way around into the back. Oh, don't be jealous of my fashion here. In fact, even when this is all over, I may wear it just because it's so attractive. All right, maybe I'm blocking the camera. Okay. I was trying to get a full view so you could see how. So it's like in the square position, and then you have this band, and it has an identical square in the back. And I guess the purpose of it is basically, I don't know, radio frequency, blah, blah, blah. My dad tried to explain it to me. The guy who gave me the bone stimulator tried to explain it to me. But essentially, it is supposed to stimulate bone growth. I don't know how exactly, but it is helpful. I guess there are a certain set of, I don't know, risks that may or may not make it so you want to have one of these. And you can look that up online. There's a lot of different, reasons why your doctor may or may not prescribe it. You do want to make sure that it's covered by your insurance, because I looked it up and I think this sucker, they run from $7,000 to $14,000, and you don't return it. It's, like medicine, right? You take it and you're done. So I'm supposed to wear this, I believe, for 6 months. It's every day, 2 hours. I know you can't see this because it's not lit up, but it has a counter on it, and it beeps. Although I'm not hearing it beep right now. Let's see. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm running out of battery. You do need to charge it every night. And it resets itself at midnight every night. And it's kind of funny when I wear it, because it will beep pretty much on the minute, and then when it's done, it beeps. I feel like I'm wearing, like a bomb. I mean, it goes beep, 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 beep. Anyway, all right, enough said. It was just something that I wanted to mention, and in some of these videos, I guess I'm not focusing enough maybe on some good information, some relevant information, if you are about to go to have the surgery. And this might be something you should talk to your doctor about. I think, it's either part of the doctor's repertoire or it isn't. Now, my doctor, when I asked him for it initially, wasn't inclined to just go ahead and say yes. But I did research it in advance. I knew it was covered. And so he said, well, it's not going to hurt. And so he went ahead and gave me the prescription for it. So sometimes you do need to ask for things, because every doctor has, basically a set, process that they use. This goes even for the type of surgery they do. At Johns Hopkins, I don't know how many neurosurgeons are in the group. I spoke to 2. And ultimately went with a second one. But each doctor even has their own techniques and what they use. I mean, mine used, the rods, the screws, of course. He also used the spacer. He also used the carbon fiber cage. So the other doctor that I spoke with had a completely different technique. So my advice in relating this point back is, when you're talking to your doctors, getting your first and second opinions, ask what type of technique they use and what are they using in your body. And some only will put a rod and screw on one side, and some do both. Mine did both. I wanted both. I just felt like it would be symmetrical. So anyway, just a little bit of information there. If you're about to go into the surgery. So I need to get back, because I promised my mom that I wasn't going to do any more night walking. I just got waylaid by a phone call, and I'm going to head back. I hear they're having a nice fire, and if they're leaving town, I want to catch up and see them before they leave. Take care, everybody. If you have any questions about the bone stimulator, go ahead and email me, and I'll be happy to tell you more about it. Take care. Have a good night.